Hey everybody, welcome to Cooking with James. I'm your host James. Today, another simple and delicious cook. We're going to be doing homemade chili in the Ninja Speedi. I also got some exciting news. I found a company that was willing to make some merch for me. So really exciting. The company's called Elite Finds. I'll leave our link in the description below. Also pin it in the comment section if you want to check that out. There's just a few things on there right now, you know, simple things like mugs and shirts and sweaters and, you know, just a few different things. And if there's some other things that you'd like to see, I'll be adding stuff every month. And if you do want to purchase something at checkout, type in Cooking with James and you will get 15% off. Enough about that, even though that is exciting. Let's get into making this chili. Alright, I can't wait till this chili is done. So I'm going to run through the ingredients real quick. Also, all the ingredients down to the teaspoon will be in the description below as well. So first thing, we're starting off with some ground beef. We've got a pound here. Now this is 93.7, so 93% lean, 7% fat. I like this because you don't have to drain it. You can use 80-20 if you like. It's a little too much grease and you'll have to end up draining it. This gives a perfect amount of fat that you need. It will go with the chili, so I love that. And then let's get into the seasonings that we're using here. Okay, so we've got chili powder. We've got about 1.5 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 full teaspoon of ground cumin, 1/2 teaspoon of red cayenne pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, a full teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of fresh cracked black pepper. That will be also in the description below. We're also going to be using a medium yellow onion. Hiding behind this meat over here, I got 4 fresh garlic cloves. We'll be cutting those up, obviously. And then, so for the beans, now I'm going to be using red kidney beans. Okay, this is a 15-ounce can. And then I like pinto beans in mine. You can use black beans. You can use whatever kind of beans you want. As a matter of fact, some people don't even think that beans belong in chili. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. Do you like beans in your chili? I love beans in my chili. So we're using that. Any kind of beans that you like. 2 cups of beef broth. 6 ounces of tomato paste. And then a 10-ounce can of rotel. This is the diced tomatoes and green chilies. Yum. Nothing but flavor. And then last here we got 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to get to cutting these onions and mincing up this garlic, and we're going to get to cooking. Alright, time to get to cooking. So here we are at the Ninja Speedi. We're going to go ahead and open this thing up. We're going to take the little rack inside. We're going to take that out and put it aside so we have nothing in there, just that. Alright, so first thing, we want to turn this on, and we are going to be over on the sear and saute side over here, and we're going to go down to sear and saute, and we're going to leave that temperature on high. We're going to add our 2 tablespoons of olive oil, just like that. Give this just a couple, 2-3 minutes or so to warm up, and then we're going to add our garlic and onions. Alright, so it's been about 4 minutes or so, and actually it's been a little over 4 minutes, and we've got our onions and our garlic, and we're going to just dump it all in. Yes sirree. Now from here, we are going to sear and saute these for about 3 to 4 minutes. Until they start to sweat. And I'll tell you what, immediately, as soon as you drop those in, I already know the smell is amazing. So I'm going to do that. I'll bring you right back. Okay, it's been 4 minutes and we are looking good and smelling good. Awesome. So just go ahead and push those to one side real quick. I'm going to add our hamburger in here. So we got our pound of hamburger. Dump that in there. And we are going to start browning, start chopping this up. And what you want to do is you want to start browning. You want a nice crust on the bottom of this. So these onions and garlic sitting on the side, those will just sit there. And then after, I'll bring you back in a minute after we got a nice brown on the bottom. And then we'll incorporate this together and take it to the next step. Okay, it's been about 4 minutes and I can already tell there's browning on the bottom. And don't worry about the onions and garlic. It's going to get caramel on the bottom. It's going to be bomb. Now just start incorporating all this together. chopping it up. Kind of try to leave the meat on the bottom. Just want to start incorporating all this stuff together. And then from here, pretty simple. Just keep on cooking it until it's almost all the way cooked. So this will probably take another, probably 8 minutes or so. So I'll keep on working on this, and I'll bring you right back. Okay, it's been just a little over 6 minutes, and everything's looking good. So it should look just like this. Nice and juicy, lots of juices from the onions and everything, perfect amount of fat that you need. You didn't need to drain it at all, not even a little bit. So from here, we're gonna add all of our spices. No need to kind of dibble dabble, just dump them all in there, all over. Get in our spices, yeah, just like that. And we're gonna add our 6-ounce can of tomato paste. So we're gonna add all of that in there as well. And then we're actually gonna, right here, add, there you get all that paste in there, a little bit of the beef broth. Not much, maybe about a half a cup or so of our beef broth. Just enough to kind of help render the tomato paste and everything and get it together. Let me grab a different spoon here. Easier to stir with. Nice little wooden spoon. Never use metal in this. You don't want to scratch it up. But go ahead and get everything incorporated. You want that tomato paste to disappear in the meat. So from here, we're just going to keep on stirring. We're going to give this probably about 3 or 4 minutes, and we'll bring it right back to the next step. See you then. Okay guys, it's been just a little less than 3 minutes. Now the key about this is that you do not want to let this sit for 3 minutes. You want to definitely stir and stir, because that tomato paste will burn. So do not let it sit for longer than 10-15 seconds. Keep it moving. Alright, so anybody for some sloppy joes? Yes sir. Now from here, we're going to add in our beef broth, all of our beef broth. Add it all in. It's going to take away that chance for that to scorch. And then we're adding our kidney beans in. It doesn't matter what order you do this in, but our kidney beans. Now the kidney beans, I did drain everything out. So we're going to add the kidney beans. And on the pinto beans, I did not drain anything out on the pinto beans, because it has a bunch of seasoning and flavor in there. It's really good. So we're going to dump all those in as well. Oh my gosh, that smells amazing. And last but not least, going in with our rotel, our tomatoes and everything. I did not drain anything out of that either. So there's that. And we got everything incorporated. So let's stir everything together. And we're still in the same preset on sear and saute on high heat. So we're going to do this, mix it all together, and we're going to let this go for probably 3 to 5 minutes until it just starts to simmer. And then I'll take it to the next step. Actually, I'm going to drop the camera down because we're going to change the temperature setting. So leave it here for probably 3 to 5 minutes, just till it starts to kind of simmer, and I'll take it to the next step. Okay, so it's been just a few minutes, and as you can see, when you're cooking on sear and saute, it counts from 0 and goes up versus setting a timer and counting down. So far we've been cooking for 26 minutes and total from the beginning to this point right here, and I can hear it start to simmer. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. But it's starting to simmer. I can hear it. What we're going to do is just give it a quick stir here, and then down here we're going to switch, because right now we're on sear and saute on high, so go to the temperature over here, and we're going to bump this from high down to number 2. So 2, let it go, give it a quick stir, just like that. Oh my gosh, that smells good. That smells, oh, I can't wait. My mouth is watering. All right, so from there we got it on 2. Stir it up a little bit. Now we are going to close the lid. We'll leave it on sear and saute. It's on heat level number 2 now. We are going to close this down. Now what I like to do is after about, because we're going to go for about an hour or so, after about 20 minutes, I like to just open it up, give it a stir just to see, make sure it's not scorching. You don't want it to scorch, which it never has, but I just like to check. So you see where we're at. In about 20 minutes or so, I'll do that, and we'll see you then. Okay, so it's been 20 minutes. We dropped the top and it was 27 minutes. Now it's 47. It's been 20 minutes, so we are going to open the lid here. Oh yeah. So quick look, it's simmering absolutely perfect. Now here, you just want to give it a good stir. Make sure it's not sticking to the bottom. It's not, it never has, but I just like to check. But also, when you do this, this is a great time to take a quick bite just to see if you might need any kind of additional salt or anything like that. I'm sure I don't, because I've cooked this recipe, this is my fourth time. But you know what, let's just take a shot here. We're gonna try it, and that is good. All right, so from here, give it one last stir. We're gonna close the lid on this and let this thing go to town. All right, good to go. So we'll see you in about 40 minutes. All right, so we are ready to open the top here. We're about an hour and 10 minutes or so into this chili cooking. We're gonna open this thing up, and it is gonna be looking amazing. So one thing I did is, every 20 minutes I just opened it up and gave it a quick stir. So that's what we got so far. And you want to stir it. The reason why is because some of the seasonings, when it's simmering, seasonings kind of come to the top, and you want to get them back in there. So just kind of showing you here. That is looking absolutely amazing. That is looking, ooh, that is looking delicious. All right, so it is time to bowl this up and take a bite. We'll see you in a minute. All right, guys, so here is what we ended up with. Chili that is absolutely amazing. And it is just, it's hearty, it's thick. And if you want it, this is between like really thick and, I don't like a saucy or like really soupy, but this to me is like the perfect consistency for chili. So take a bite, just see how it is. And of course you want some crackers, some cornbread, some all kinds of stuff. Man, it's October, it's starting to get a little chilly. Well, chili. No pun intended. Let's give it a shot. See how it goes. Cheers. That is so good. That is so good. And you can add a little bit of sour cream, some cheese, whatever you like. And also I want to say, add, sometimes I like to add bell pepper. Sometimes I like to add a little bit of jalapeno. This is the guide on how to make chili in the Ninja Speedi. So kind of make it your own, but this is amazing. Don't go anywhere. I got something to say up top. See you in a minute. Alright, so we're finished with the cook. First thing I want to say, I'm super excited about the merch store, so make sure to check that out, whether you buy something or not, whatever. But Elite Finds, I will pin the link for you in the description below, and then also the ingredients and everything for the chili will be in the description below, and I'll have that link for the merch store in the comments. I'll pin it there as well. Go check it out, tell me what you think. Maybe I'll add some stuff like every month. Drop a comment, tell me if there's something that you'd like to see in there. So yeah, anyway, but that's how you make chili in the Ninja Speedi. Super easy. This is just a guide on how to do it. You can add whatever you want, the bell peppers, the jalapenos, I don't know, add whatever you want, make it your own, but this is a base for it. So that's how you do it. So if you are new to my channel, please think about subscribing. If you like the content, make sure to give that thumbs up, drop an awesome comment. With that being said, we'll catch you on the next cook. Thanks for watching.